As I grow older, I realize now more than ever that taking risk is a normal part of being an adult. I remember taking the decision to quit my corporate job because I was faced with certain challenges that I just have to take that risk. And mind you, I was not having another job, I was not having a backup job, I was not having anything. So, from a job to being unemployed, it's a huge risk that requires me to contemplate, that requires me to take time to cry over it, to analyze a lot of things to the detail, to the last detail before I finally made that decision. Day to day life activities of an adult is filled with situations that warrant you, that made you, that requires you to make decisions. The decisions sometimes are simple and oftentimes they are not. But then taking risk is scary. It's scary, like it's not easy. Anybody that tells you that taking risk or making a decision is easy is just deceiving you. In my early 20s, sometimes I will have to ask so many people before I make a decision by myself. But as I grow older, in my late 20s right now, I sometimes just make decision by myself. Although there are times that I require or I consult other people that are very close to me, but in most cases, now more than before, I am making decision solely by myself. I do the thinking myself, I do the calculations, the analyzations, and everything myself, and then come to a conclusion and then take that step. If you're an adult, there are so many things that will happen in your life that requires you to make a decision, that requires you to take that risk. Maybe it's taking that job, maybe it's switching career, maybe it's starting a business, maybe it's quitting that relationship, maybe it's even starting a new relationship, maybe it's working on your marriage, maybe it's quitting that toxic marriage. It's all a risk that you have to take, and risk often comes with positives and negatives. So you have to weigh each of them and take the ones that you feel like you align more with. But of course, it's not easy, especially if you are used to people making decisions for you, and then you are just you just find yourself in a situation where that you are on your own and you have to just make the decision by yourself. If you are especially in a household where all your decisions or most of your decisions are being made for you, there will be time where they cannot make that decision for you. You have to make the decision by yourself. And if you're used to just relying on other people making decision for you, taking the risk for you, assessing the risk for you, you're going to be in a difficult situation and you won't be able to find it easy to take a certain steps yourself, because it's scary. A new thing is scary. Something that is uncertain, something that you don't know the outcome, is an unknown that you want to venture into. So it's scary. It's very scary. But you have to just make that decision. You have to take that step, and that is all being an adult. Sometimes you face situations where you ask for advice or opinions of other people, and you use it to form a decision by yourself. And other times you just have to make that decision for you, for yourself, make that calculation yourself, and realize that what is necessary, what is important, what is priority for you, and just make that decision and just take that big step. Starting my YouTube channel when I started in 2021 is a big risk. It's a very huge risk for me. I think I made the decision to start, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to go about it. I just start, and I remember wearing a nose mask because I was not confident in myself. But 4 years later, I'm more confident than I was when I started in 2021. I am more vocal, I am more confident in camera, I am more aware about how YouTube works and all that. If I had not taken that decision in 2021 to start my YouTube channel, I wouldn't know how my channel would be. I wouldn't know how the YouTube world works or how creating content for YouTube works, and I wouldn't be this much confident about myself, especially on camera. So as an adult, if you're in your early 20s, know that as you grow older, you have to make decisions for yourself. You have to take risk many risks you have to take, but one thing is you just have to make sure that you are taking calculated risk. Don't just jump into ocean without knowing what is beneath it. Yes, you have to know that, okay, there are sharks beneath the ocean, there are fishes, there are crabs, there are so many dangerous species maybe in the ocean, and then jump into it after you calculated that, oh, I can actually avoid the sharks, I can actually avoid this and this, and then jump. But not knowing what is beneath it sometimes is just not being calculated about the risk you are taking. Of course, sometimes you have to make decisions that you don't even know what is beneath the surface, and just have to just make that decision. But oftentimes, please make sure that you calculated things, you analyze things before you just take that big risk. If you are in a situation right now where it requires you to make that big decision, it requires you to take that risk, maybe this video will motivate you to finally get the strength as an adult to take that big risk. And if you are taking risk, know that nobody knows it all. Nobody knows it all. Everybody is just trying to find themselves. Everybody is just going with the flow. So as an adult, you just have to go with the flow and take that risk and make that big decision, and then take action. Don't just plan, take action. And I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you, and bye bye.